Hello everyone, getting to go first again, although with this kind of a hand I actually don't really want to go first. Not that I'm complaining though. I'm going to summon Falcon because summoning a level 4 with 2000 attack on your first turn, it kind of throws people for a loop. They don't always have a way to actually deal with it. And that's all I'm going to do for this turn. I don't want to summon any Ancient Gears, especially before I know what I'm dueling against. And I also want to be able to normal summon next turn, so I'm just going to save this. Yeah, not that I will be special summoning from my hand. I'm also not going to set the MST because there's really no reason to set an MST first turn unless you're trying to bluff your other back row, which I'm not, so I might as well save it. And cool, playing against Scrap. I was just going to say, I really hope that they activate their Scrap Factory right now because they have no idea I'm running Gear Town and Zombie World. So I'm going to be able to get over this for days on end. I have as many fields as they possibly have this in their deck. And the question right now is, do they actually have a way to destroy a Scrap monster on their side of the field? Or are they just going to be going for the very standard Synchro? Okay. That explains that. That means that they don't have a way to... Yeah, they don't have a way to use this turn. They probably should have saved it. Oh, no, then again, you activate it so that when Scrap Dragons destroy, they get its effect. Okay, never mind. I don't blame them for doing that. Although it was a horrible move because they don't know what I'm playing. Again, though, not their fault. And I'm going to MST whatever this is. Scraps don't run a whole bunch of back row unless you're playing a really weird build that I've never seen before. Oh, okay, it was just an MST. That's... okay, I'm cool with that. And now they lose their Scrap Factory, and I'll be able to attack over this. Let's see, it has to be a Scrap. I wish Zombie World would somehow stop that, but it definitely doesn't. So unfortunately, they're gonna be... I'm gonna destroy Scrap Dragon, and... oh, okay. That was another bad move that... it was a good move, technically, but they don't know the rest of my deck to realize that I do have turns where I special summon like crazy. Okay, so they do have a loop. Wait, why would you choose Scrap Beast? Oh, no, they don't have the loop. I'm sorry, that's right. It requires a third card to be able to do that. Okay. So they don't have a loop to go back into another Scrap Dragon. And right now, if they activate another field, which I'm almost positive that they won't, they know that I'm just going to be able to destroy it next turn. Unless they have an MST or something, which is incredibly minus if you're trying to use it for Gear Town. Oh. So overall, they're in a not great position. Although, what is this? They might go into Honors Knight and just nom the Ancient Gear Dragon. That would be kind of sucky. Oh, they're just gonna go into another Scrap Dragon? Yeah. Oh, that's cool, and they get the Tengu's effect. Then let's see if they pop their back row or if they pop the Tengu. Now, this is the problem with Scrap, that when you're trying to use Scrap Dragon as your main card, usually you want to be able to go plus with it, but right now they're just going 1 for 1. And they're quickly destroying their own answers for Scrap Dragon, or my Ancient Gear Dragon, so they're in a very not optimal position. Okay, and they're just going to use the Tengu, meaning that their back row is something. And I'm probably going to be called a Haunting on Ancient Gear Dragon. I want to see if they have an MST or something. Oh, really? I don't think I have anything in my grave worth using. Yeah, no, I'm not going to chain that. On the other hand, if Ancient Gear Engineer were in the grave, I actually would have chained that because I would have gotten to keep the monster. I'm surprised by that. They didn't even get to... they didn't even destroy the Ancient Gear Dragon, even though it's causing them so many problems. And this attack is going to go through, so I'm curious why they didn't destroy this, even though it really wouldn't have made a difference. They could have at least done some damage to me. And the reason I didn't summon Ancient Gear right there, or Ancient Gear Engineer, is because these back row are most likely something, which is why they didn't pop it. So I don't want to run into a Torrential right now, especially because I'm in a really good position to just beat down with Gear Dragon without really having to fear anything. So I'm just going to hold tight with this. Okay, I think I have one more Gear Town left, so yeah, I'll thin my deck out. Even though if I draw a Summoner Monk, I would have probably liked to discard the Terraforming in place of a Field. That's okay, I'll wait it out. And again, I don't want to risk a torrential or anything, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing with Gear Dragon and see if maybe this will actually get me game on its own. Although it would take 3 more turns to do 6,200 damage. I'm waiting for them to draw into something like an evac, though. That would actually be a good way to get rid of this. Yeah, definitely not going to be doing anything crazy, especially because they're not drawing monsters. And Scraps, one of their weaknesses is that they're very combo reliant, not as much as some other decks, but when you're top decking, you don't really have a great way to top deck anything good. Okay, very close to game now, and I am going to set a Super Poly as a bluff for the Fiendish Chain, because if there's anything that they can top deck, it's going to be a monster like Scrap Chimera, so if I can Fiendish Chain that, that'll be game right there. They won't be able to do anything else. They might even get one of their fields and try to do something desperate, even though they know they're going to lose it the next turn. But let's see if they do, or if this is game. Oh, okay, Fiendish Chain, that's not a bad idea. kind of desperate, but okay, I understand. Because now, even though this can't attack, it's still a 3,000 wall that they can't get over. And even if they summon something like a Scrap Dragon to get over it, they've already used Fiendish Chain, so it's kind of wasteful. Right now, I'm expecting that they're going to bring back Ancient Gear Dragon. Or Ancient Gear Dragon, they both have Dragon in the name, so I got it confused, but Scrap Dragon. Which, I'll let them use their effect first, because you should always wait, there's no reason not to, and then I'll use Fiendish Chain. Wonder what they're going to target, though. Probably Fiendish Chain and... oh, no. What are they going to target? Super Poly? Yeah, I'd like to keep that, thank you. Especially because... if I... oh, actually... I'm gonna go for game, but there's a number of ways I could do it. Let's see. First I can normal summon... no, what do I want to discard? Okay, this is tricky. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna normal summon... no, I'm gonna normal summon over Ancient Gear Dragon so that I can get my Gear Town's effect. Oh, you know what? That's actually all I need to do unless they have something. No, even if they do have something, that's all I need to do. Alright, never mind. I was thinking of using Super Poly and then trying to go for game, even though they have 3 back row. But I'm just gonna summon the Ancient Gear Dragon back. Bottomless. I don't even care at this point. They've actually should have waited for the Ancient Gear Dragon to come out. So they have another one though. Okay, I only have one summon available, so I'm going to use the Zombie World. Maybe they have... what? Oh no, that's actually a really good idea. So I can't get over this turn. Okay, that was interesting. I'll give them that. But unless this is something, I do have game still. So let's discard Gear Town because this is no longer useful to me. And this isn't being destroyed, so they won't get its effect. And then, if that's nothing, this will be game. Okay, that was game. They put up a good fight at the end, though, but because I went first and I didn't reveal a field, they were at a major disadvantage. So if you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, subscribe, and stay brutal.